He's here. Nothing to be afraid of. I knew you would come. Just like you said. I saved this for you. Can I go now? Claire wants to take me. Just shut up.
So that's how you can know she's officially dead, when she does that flop over.
Use kinesis to move or
We have the kinesis back. So yeah, basically it's use the force. That's basically what kinesis is. So this may be a bad idea, but I have stored away my fully upgraded plasma cutter and all the plasma energy that I was carrying in the safe. And instead we are going to be rolling out with the other 4 guns they actually like other than the plasma cutter, which is going to be the flamethrower, the force gun, the line gun, and the gun that apparently everybody except me hates, the pulse rifle. Let's just say I'm kind of almost on a mission to, I don't know, show everyone, I guess, why I think the pulse rifle is an underrated gun in this game. Of course, I also bothered to do a lot when it came to, you know, it's like, it's right there. But guess what? I already have it. So yeah, you grab the schematic and then you immediately go to the store and you just go ahead and put it in the store and it just goes ahead and adds it to the store for you to purchase. And I'm just like, but I already have it equipped. So it's amusing to be able to see that, but whatever. Now, what I forget is whether or not... Okay, so I think what the level 6 suit does is increases my armor even more to 30%. Which I don't remember. I think the level 5 suit was 25% armor. So I think that's all it really does. It gives you an extra 5% of armor, which is, I guess, is damage reduction. So, of course, this suit, you know, this is the military suit, which, of course, looks pretty different compared to the other engineering suits that we have gotten up to this point in the game. But don't worry, if we do the other games on this channel, then you'll see that they really went, decided to go ahead and let's expand more on the suits in this franchise. And they also did stuff with the helmet, which I thought was really cool.
Ivan, are you there? We were attacked. Kendra's gone. 1 minute she was there, and I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. You have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. I like that somebody apparently took the time to make these graphs and drawings of the couple different types of necromorphs that you encounter in this. It's like, wow, these were around long enough for them to actually bother to make these drawings about them. Huh.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Oh. Get off me! You see what I mean about how the force gun is basically a shotgun? I hear you. You may as well come on out. Come out, wherever you are. Look, this is a Rorschach situation here, okay? I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Here you are. Oh, you're just having to crawl your way to me, huh? Okay. I also like how the targeting for this gets a little changes, you know, based on how you aim it. You notice that? Hello. Talk about cutting his legs out from under him. Am I right? Yeah. Terrible joke. I like that the game seems to adjust based on what weapon you're using or wielding in your inventory will actually determine what type of ammo drops. Because when I was doing my plasma cutter only run, it seemed to drop a abundance of plasma cutter ammo. Now, because I have the other 4 weapons equipped, it's dropping other ammo. Ooh, this is a very important lore room. This is the room with a very important character in this story. Video log. Pay attention to this video log. It's a very important conversation between a couple of people here.
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor. Terrence. There will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
Well, that's what worries me.
So, that's a very important log at this point in the game because that is the player's first introduction to a few things. One, to a couple of important characters in the backstory here. Captain Matthias, the captain of the ship, and Dr. Terrence Kyne. We'll have more of him later. But needless to say, he's also a pretty important character. He's also one of my favorite characters and voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Keith. I know I'm going to mispronounce his last name. Zarza Barjka? Or Bajka? It's his last name is spelled where it's like where I find myself going, how the heck do I pronounce this name? Let me go ahead and spell it out for you. Hold on. Yeah. So his name is Keith. All right, his last name is spelled Szarabajka. And he has voiced a lot of really... he's done a lot of voice acting work. He's voiced a lot of characters I really like. He voiced Oculith in World of Warcraft. He voiced the Crowfather in Darksiders 2. He voiced Bartrand Tethras in Dragon Age 2. And he voiced Harbinger in Mass Effect 2. Yes, that was him doing the assuming direct control. That's him. Just a little different tone, but yes, that's the same guy. What I love about this is that they also brought him back for the animated movie that I talked about, Downfall, to play that character. I think the voice actor they brought back to play the captain was a different voice actor, but they realized Keith was so good at playing this character that they had to bring him back for the movie to really help tell the story of what happened. I'll talk more about this when we get to if we ever get to the remake, but they didn't bring him back for the remake for whatever reason. Needless to say, it disappointed me. I prefer Keith's performance as Dr. Kyne in this compared to the new guy they got in the remake. But not to speak ill of the new voice actor they chose, but Keith is just a better voice actor, and he's got a good track record to prove that. So, anyways, that's also the player's introduction to something else very important, which will become more relevant as the story progresses in the franchise, and that is the religion of Unitology. Yeah, we will learn more about that later. But you'll notice, hey, wait a minute, there's something behind the bookcase. Something behind the bookcase. So it looks like Dr. Kyne had a secret room. Now, because the textures are not so great in this, you can't really read these papers, unfortunately. I'm sure they fixed that in the remake, which I'm looking forward to. You'll also see the little image right there. I wonder what that is. They mentioned also this thing called a marker. I wonder what that could possibly be. But then we also have a text log here. Personal log. Dr. Kyne, Chief Science Officer. The vid logs from the colony are poor quality, but the artifact does indeed appear to be a genuine marker, the first to be found in Unitology's 200-year history. I'm eager to get it on board the ship so I can study it properly. The potential here is enormous, not just for me personally, though it's true, I've dreamed of such a discovery for decades, but also to humanity, and the Church of Unitology in particular. This marker could herald the dawn of a new age for mankind, and I will do my part to ensure that it comes to pass. I know the Church will be grateful, but the true recognition will come from all of humanity. On this day, we are blessed. Keep in mind that this log was made some time ago, and let's just say his views on that have kind of changed, which is one of the reasons why he actually ends up becoming one of my favorite characters in this story, because he's kind of one of the first to really put it together and figure out what's really going on. This even, has a statement in the animated movie that, to me, really helped show that he had really put it all together in terms of what was really going on here. And I will admit, the fact that he's voiced by Keith definitely makes it better and more appealing for me personally, because I'm such a fan of him as a voice actor, but, it's a combination of, I think they did a good job with the voice actor, but also with his character. But of course, in my opinion, Keith's performance really elevates it, as a lot of good voice actors tend to do. An actor's performance will usually have a tendency to elevate a character higher than they probably thought it was going to be, because the actor just made the character more interesting or their story more appealing. A number of different things. Biological Prosthetic Center. We keep you working. Attention. In case of emergency, proceed to hospital wing of medical deck. The BPC is for stabilized injuries only. Concordance Extraction Corporation. Oh boy. Now, what did those look like to you? Babies, right? Well, you're probably thinking, oh gosh, did whatever happened here affect them too? Well...
Come on! Come on! Let me out! No!
The answer is yes. Oh boy, yes. I'm gonna get the line gun because, well, this is one of the reasons why the line gun is such a good weapon in this game. My goodness, why are their heads so big? That's probably the most perplexing thing about what's going on this ship is how big. Are these the next generation of the Brain? The Brain passed on his ginormous head to humans. It's Isaac and the Brain. It's Isaac and the Brain. Ah! Get off me, baby! Get out of here! Straight up kicked it. It's like, look, it attacked me. Well, what else was I supposed to do? Oh, and they get even creepier with this in the second game. Like, the idea of this is creepy on its own, but what they do in the second game is, whoo boy. Hello. Ugh. As you can imagine, I'm sure a number of people were a little disturbed at having to fight those things, since they used to be actual infants. But used to be is the key word here.
Alright, that thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Something big, you say? I'm sure it's nothing. Sorry, I'm just kind of muscle memory trying to remember which button is for which weapon. Alright, so now that we've got this semiconductor, let's go ahead and turn it in over here at the store. These semiconductors can get you quite a bit of money, depending on what kind you find. So this gold one gets you 3,000. You'll be able to find more others that are worth a lot more credits later on, so don't worry. Imaging Diagnostics Lab. Welcome to the lab. If you have been referred to the lab, please have your referral form and CC authorization ready. Then proceed to the lab office. I like how she has her hand up there like, I sense your arrival, which is why I prepared this. Now you're probably going, what is that sound? That thumping you hear. Boom. What is that sound? What could it be? Yep. Ugh. Like I said, this game is gross. Get back here. So, this is what I was talking about here. Power lock enabled. In order to override this, you need to use a power node in order to get in this room. This is why carrying around at least one power node on you is important. Now, from what I've seen in the remake, they've actually changed this to a different system called security over clearance.
You found something down there, didn't you?
Yes, we found something.
So the texts were right all this time.
I wouldn't be certain of that. There was nothing divine in what I saw.
We must embrace this. We are the first witnesses.
Matthias isn't letting anyone down in the colony. It's under quarantine until we learn more.
To hell with Matthias. He of all people should know that this is greater than him, or the operation, or even the company. This is our deliverance.
Keep your damn voice down. People are dying down there.
Only the worthless and the unbelievers. But I believe. Do you believe, Terrence? Do you?
That was Dr. Mercer. We'll meet him later. And let's just say he is what I would refer to as a true believer in this cause, which makes him extremely dangerous. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and increase the damage of the pulse rifle. I think one of the things that a lot of people tend to immediately think the pulse rifle is bad is because they think it doesn't do any damage. Well, sure, if you haven't upgraded at all, of course it's going to feel weak compared to, say, the plasma cutter. Now, in that situation, I probably should have just simply swapped over to the force gun and just, you know, since he got so close to me, just, like, hit him in the face with my shotgun, but whatever. Pretty sure this is where the area where we encounter the enemy that I think the flamethrower is very effective against. We just haven't encountered them yet. But we will. Oh my goodness. Get over here. Infidels. That seemed fine. Right? Look, I'm just trying to help show that the pulse rifle is not as bad of a weapon as some people think it is.
Entering vacuum. Your air meter will appear when you are in a vacuum.
Fortunately, I have max upgrade on air, so shouldn't be that much of an issue. But if you're just starting out, yes, you can be able to get air cans to actually go ahead and give yourself some air.
As you know, the Ishimura is able to set its gravity locally. Your grav boots will kick in when you enter a zero-G area.
Okay, fine. I'll hold on to it. Maybe I'll sell it.
Your ammo counter will flash red if you can't jump to a surface.
So, zero gravity in this is a little disorienting. They made a dramatic change to it in the second game, and I think it was a much better change. Because this is what you do. You aim here, and then you just kind of jump to the surface, and then you have to kind of figure out where to then jump to next. And like I said, this can be kind of disorienting. To the point where I'm not even sure what direction I was at right now. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Like I said, disorienting, and it can feel like all very backwards. What they did instead was made it where you could kind of fly through the air with like jets on your suit. It's something they introduced in the second game, and they brought it back for the remake of this one, which I think was a good choice. Now, the dev behind this said that they weren't able to do that in the first one, but they're glad that they were able to bring it into the remake.
Great. You got a shock pad. Combine that with the thermite at the barricade to destroy it.
Gravity.
Shit. I can hear more coming. Moving through the vents. Stay safe, Isaac.
Where are you? I hear you. Oh, there you are. Ignore the floating bloody hand.
Exiting zero gravity. Entering vacuum.
Hello. Like I said, it's a shotgun.
Exiting vacuum.
Hello. Whoops. And that right there is part of the issue I have with the power node upgrade system. It's like, well, I want to hold on to one in case I find one of those rooms that require it. Oh gosh, here are the enemies right here. So I messed that up. My bad. But yeah, using this against a group of those things is very effective. It's honestly one of the better uses of the flamethrower in the entire game. My opinion. So this is funny. He just puts it there and then... Oh! I guess it worked. Yeah, in the remake, they actually make it more realistic that it would actually cause an explosion, so he has to get back here to actually take cover before he detonates it. Otherwise, he just stands there and is like, oh, okay, I guess I'm fine. I always thought that was rather amusing. Alright, well, we will be heading into the morgue when we return. Stay tuned.